Do you love sausage? If so, then you probably know a good bit about it and are excited when you can cook it at home for your family. You might be familiar with different types of sausage offered at the store. You might have experimented with different ways of cooking sausage. You probably even have a favorite kind of sausage and a favorite way to prepare it. But have you ever wondered about the rich history and diverse flavors of sausages from around the world? Have you limited yourself to only trying the sausage from one country or from one sausage family? If so, you're missing out on a world of possibilities. Every country has a unique sausage tradition and puts their own twist on the classic meat. Bratwurst is a type of German sausage made from pork, beef, or veal. Even within single countries, there is a huge amount of diversity and slightly different variations of sausage. Bratwurst is enjoyed in various regions of Germany, each with its own unique twist. Today, we're going to take a whirlwind tour of the world through the study of sausage. We'll look at different sausage dishes from around the world, where they come from, how they originated, and how they are still used today. By the time we're finished, you'll have traveled the world without ever leaving your chair, and you might also be hungry for some great sausage in your own kitchen. Join us as we continue our journey to discover the global flavors of sausage. Europe is home to some of the world's most famous sausages, particularly from countries like Germany, France, and the UK. These sausages are beloved for their rich flavors, versatility, and deep cultural roots. While German bratwurst and British bangers are well known, Europe offers many other unique sausages that are worth exploring. Andouille is a well-known French sausage with several regional variations, each offering a unique taste. Its origins trace back to andouillette, a traditional, coarsely textured sausage made from pork intestines or chitterlings, sometimes combined with veal. Andouillette is highly pungent and has a strong, distinctive aroma that can be an acquired taste. While it remains popular in France, it is rarely found outside the country. The version most recognized internationally is andouille, which was introduced to North America by French immigrants, particularly in Louisiana. Over time, it evolved into a key ingredient in Cajun cuisine. Unlike traditional andouillette, southern andouille is heavily smoked, boldly seasoned, and made with ground pork, onions, and spices. In Cajun cooking, andouille is prized for its deep, smoky flavor and spiciness, making it a staple in dishes like jambalaya and gumbo. It's also enjoyed as a breakfast sausage alongside eggs and grits, or incorporated into pasta, spicy pies, and even Mexican dishes. Bratwurst, Germany. In some circles, you might hear this term employed as just another name for sausage or even for hot dogs. However, the truth is that it's actually its own subset of sausage that has its own origins, history, and legacy in today's cooking. This sausage originated in Germany, where its name comes from an old High German phrase that combines the words brat, meaning finely chopped meat, and Wurst, meaning sausage. It was invented hundreds of years ago as a way to use up the parts of pork that didn't seem to have many other uses. It became popular and led to the creation of many similar types of sausages in Germany, because it was such an efficient way to use every part of pork. There is a good explanation why Germany became a hotspot for sausage making instead of the Mediterranean bordering countries of southern Europe. In these countries, food tended to be more plentiful, and the weather was milder, which meant that there was much less need to smoke or cure sausage to last through the cold winter months. In Germany, these means of preparing meat helped provide food that would last the winter. Chorizo, Spain. Spanish chorizo is not to be confused with Mexican chorizo. The two types of sausage share the same name and are distantly related, but they're so different they can effectively be considered entirely separate entities. As such, we'll look at them separately. Spanish chorizo came about after the Spanish began exploring the Americas. While pork, the base ingredient of chorizo, was commonly used in Spain and curing meat was a common practice, one ingredient was missing. This was paprika, the vital ingredient in chorizo. A combination of chili peppers found only in the Americas make paprika. When people began bringing the peppers back across the Atlantic, they were included with cured pork, and Spanish chorizo was created. Italian sausage, Italy. Italian sausage is one of the more popular sausage varieties available, but its origins in Italy are actually different than the typical Italian sausage that you may know and love. This type of food is called salsiccia in Italy and is made of meats that have been seasoned heavily with chili and other hot ingredients that are allowed to soak and change the flavor of the meats overnight. These are more common in Europe compared with what is typically available in supermarkets in the US. The more common Italian sausage that Americans know and love is a pork sausage with a fennel and anise mixture as a base seasoning. Premio makes its Italian version in a sweet, mild, and hot flavor profile to suit a wide variety of tastes and recipes. The mix is put into casings and delivered with a unique blend of sweet basil to turn the flavor into a sweeter taste. Finally, there is a required level of fat in order to cook with the sausage and keep them flavorful and moist when they are used in cooking your meal. The purpose of the Italian sausage in America is to be grilled, roasted, or used as a centerpiece of a sausage-based meal, and therefore the flavor profile of sweet, hot, or other Italian varieties that Premio makes is able to dramatically transform the entire direction of a meal. Types of sausage from Central and South America. If you've only ever tasted the most traditional European sausages, you'll be pleasantly surprised to learn a whole world of sausages come from South America. While conceptually South American sausages are similar to their relatives around the world, you'll find that they also have a unique sausage flavor and style all their own. Chorizo, Mexico. Mexican chorizo has a few similarities with its European counterpart, but it ultimately stands on its own as an entirely different type of sausage. Like Spanish chorizo, however, it didn't exist before the collision of the New World and the Old World. When Spanish explorers first made contact with the Americas, they brought with them domesticated pigs. With the sudden availability of pork, as well as the variety of chili peppers already abundantly available, Mexican chorizo was developed. Longaniza, Argentina. Originating in Argentina, this type of sausage remains popular there as well as in neighboring Uruguay. Longaniza is an unusually long pork sausage typically cured and dried during the preparation process. Whereas chorizo relies on paprika to achieve its distinctive flavor, Longaniza uses ground anise seeds. The anise seeds give Longaniza an extremely particular and distinct smell, as well as a mildly sweet taste, as opposed to some of its spicier South American counterparts. This sweet taste of the anisey seeds provides a tasty and unusual contrast to the salty taste of the pork itself. Today, Longaniza is rarely cooked, either by itself or as an ingredient in a dish. Instead, it's a popular appetizer and is also frequently used as sandwich meat. Types of sausage from Asia. That's right, there are popular sausages in Asia as well. And if you're going to be a true sausage connoisseur, you should try them. Sai Ua, Thailand. This type of sausage traditionally hails from northern Thailand, but its popularity has since spread, making it a common dish throughout the rest of the country as well. Its name comes from a combination of the Thai word sai, meaning intestine, and ua, meaning stuffed. Although there are a great many regional varieties of Sai Ua, it usually consists of minced pork flavored with red curry paste and herbs. People often grill it before eating and serve with sticky rice as a part of a starter course or an appetizer to a meal. Traditionally, families cooked and ate this dish at home. In modern times, however, its popularity has led it to become available in shops and restaurants as well. Sai Ua sausage traditionally hails from northern Thailand and usually consists of minced pork flavored with red curry paste and herbs. Longganisa, Philippines. If you think that this name sounds familiar, you're not wrong. It probably reminds you of the longaniza that we discussed in Argentina. It's no coincidence these two types of sausage names sound so similar, as they are both products of the Spanish colonizing influence. But while the two sausages have a similar point of origin, they developed in such different geographic regions that they have since become total separate entities. In the Philippines, Longanisa simply refers to sausage flavored with indigenous spices. This means in every region of the country, there are slightly different variations of this sausage. Almost all are made from pork, beef, or chicken, though you can use tuna as well. Most Longanisa contains prog powder, and each variety is typically sold fresh instead of smoked. This is largely where the similarities between them end, however. Lukban Longanisa, for example, is heavily flavored with garlic. Guagua Longanisa has a strong taste that's so salty it's almost sour. Longanisa Hamonado, on the other hand, has a distinctly sweet taste. These are just a few examples of the wide variety that exists among this one subset of sausage. Types of sausage from the Pacific Islands. This part of the world is almost certainly not the first place we would think of in a conversation on sausage origins. Nevertheless, these parts of the world developed their own unique take on sausage as well. And as you might expect, they're a bit different than some of the more familiar European or even South American styles. Try them for yourself and see what you think. Laulau, Hawaii. This is a traditional native Hawaiian dish that has its roots far back in history. Traditionally, the dish was prepared by taking pork and a few pieces of fish and wrapping them in luau leaves. This was then placed in an underground oven known as an aimu. Hot rocks were placed on the dish, which would be buried for a few hours to cook. After the designated several-hour period, it would be ready to eat. The modern preparation is slightly different, but still just as delicious. Today, the dish typically consists of salted butterfish, taro leaves, and your choice of pork, beef, or chicken. Instead of an underground oven, it's usually steamed on the stove. People often serve it as a lunch dish with sides of macaroni salad and rice. Types of American sausage. Sausage has been and remains an important staple in American diets. Many American stores and restaurants offer their own spin on sausage varieties from other parts of the world, but there are a few types of sausage that are distinctly American. The two most popular types are 1. Cajun sausage. Cajun sausage is a smoked pork sausage that offers an American spin on the French Andouille sausage. The Cajun variety differs in that it is made with shoulder meat, wine, pepper, garlic, and onions, and is spicier overall. Cajun sausage is typically used in jambalaya dishes, which is a Southern-style dish. It is particularly popular in the state of Louisiana, where the culture is heavily influenced by French roots. For a high-quality, authentic Cajun sausage, try our Premio Cajun sausage. Gap 3S. Hot dogs are perhaps one of the most iconic American sausages, with a history that dates back to the 19th century. German immigrants brought their sausage-making traditions to the United States, where the hot dog quickly became a staple of American cuisine. Typically made from a blend of beef and pork, hot dogs are seasoned with garlic, mustard, and nutmeg, then smoked or boiled. Hot dogs are synonymous with American culture, often enjoyed at baseball games, barbecues, and street fairs. They can be served in a variety of ways, from the classic mustard and ketchup combo to regional specialties like the Chicago-style hot dog, topped with mustard, onions, relish, pickles, tomatoes, and sport peppers. Whether you're grabbing one from a food cart in New York City or grilling them in your backyard, hot dogs offer a taste of American tradition in every bite. And now, let's move on to another American favorite, breakfast sausage. Breakfast sausage is an American pork sausage. It originated with farmers who used as much of their livestock as possible, and it became an affordable breakfast option. Breakfast sausage usually comes in link or patty form. The link form is similar to English sausage, but American sausage tends to be sweeter, while English sausage is more savory. Please subscribe to our channel for more delicious content.